All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fantastic episode of The Pull Up. I'm your humble and gracious host, Joe Budden, here with the legendary and iconic Jadakiss.
Joe, what's up, baby?
My guy, how are you?
I'm all right. You know what I mean? Happy to be here finally at the...
Yes.
You know, I always watch you online. I pull it up, check it out, follow your page, follow your post.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know,
I'm honored to have you here.
I'm honored to finally get up here and kick it with you.
Now, as such a veteran, and as I've told you and Styles and Sheik about the huge role y'all have played and even me being inspired to do this shit, there's so much to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Because you just been through so many generations of this shit. So where do we start? Do we start now?
Wherever you want to start at. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy's really smart. You know what I mean? Some of y'all may not like some of his views and opinions, but through all of the bull, he's very intelligent. And it's hard to find that today, like, you know what I mean, amongst our peers. Some of the conversations I have with some of my peers or some other, you know what I mean, rappers is far-fetched and way out, but, you know what I mean, you're a real smart dude, and it's an honor to kick it with you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So let's start with now. Your view on the current climate of music, but on both sides, the creative side and the business side. How do you feel about it today versus maybe when we came in?
See, that was the key part of the whole question.
Yeah.
Versus when we came in, I think when we came in, it was definitely bigger budgets. You know what I mean? Now, the large budgets are scattered out throughout various artists or groups. You know what I mean? A couple of them might get some big ones, but when we came in, they was just really giving the money away.
The good old days.
The label executives, I think they cared a little bit more back then. They really, you know what I mean? I don't know how they was getting paid. I don't know how their contracts were situated, but it just seemed like whoever was at the helm, be it Leo, be it Steve Stout, be it D&Y, be it Harv Pierre, whoever them the big wigs were back then, it seemed like they was putting more fire under the office, and the workers really cared more. Like they, you know what I mean? Although we were still a dollar sign, it seemed like they showed the way of being more affectionate and more passionate about, you know, the artist and the artist project. To me, still being on a major from then to now,
it did feel like they were invested as well.
Yeah, that was the great word. It felt like they were more invested.
Yeah, you fail, they fail.
Mm-hmm.
Today, not so much. Is that because of? Do you think that's because of all the access in the phones and all the streaming shit?
I definitely think the social media aspect and the super technology, smartphones, and, you know what I mean, the lack of the privacy, the whole, you know what I mean, when you go outside, anybody can record you. Or I
hate that. I think there should be a charge against that.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think that took away some of the effect of, you know what I mean, what's going on. Even all the way down to the untimely thing that happened to Nipsey. You know what I mean? It's really how much love he got and all the good things he did for the community. With the social media being able to get all that footage and all that, I don't think that's fair. You know what I mean? I think that's not fair to his family, to his loved ones, just to his legacy. But in that same note, because Big and Pac, because social media wasn't there when that happened to them, it didn't get blown up like that. So that just shows you that, you know what I mean, it's like a double-edged sword with the whole technology and the whole internet and social media and all that stuff.
We were talking earlier. We were talking earlier about Nip's unfortunate and tragic passing. Rest in peace, of course. And I was saying one of the sad parts is that he was one of the brothers that was kicking a certain type of knowledge that we just weren't getting from or don't get from our artists today. And he had that knowledge from a real young age. So hip hop takes a grave L just by that word.
A super loss.
Yeah.
Not only a great artist, he was one, like you said, that was teaching ownership, teaching you to not take the advance, try to ask for equity, try to do it on your own, try to buy back in your community, create jobs for those people around you and your loved ones, and everything that they say rappers don't do when they get the money. He beat the odds of what he did everything the other way, and still, you know what I mean, untimely demise of him getting shot and killed like that in front of his stores. It's just a horrible thing, and a super L for hip hop, for the culture.
100%. If you could start fresh today, would you be so inclined to take a major recording contract?
Definitely not. If there was the backspin my whole career and the needle make it stop on today, I wouldn't even visit, I wouldn't even entertain a major. That wouldn't even be in my thoughts. Like doing something stupid as robbing a banker. You know what I mean? That's how far-fetched it would be for me. I wouldn't even, because it's so
I'm
much.
laughing, but I often wonder why more niggas don't talk about it that way. The same way you just said, it'd be like robbing a bank.
It'd be far-fetched, it'd be like, you know what I mean?
But how are the young artists still today, and I don't know, I'm disconnected, but how are they still incentivized to sign a major recording contract with all of the information, with artists saying how it is?
That's what I was just about to say. It's for the up and coming artists and the dudes that's real thirsty to get on the majors. I don't know how, you know, they're not using their phones. There's so much information for you to find out. And if you was reading it and doing your homework, you probably wouldn't even want to get on the major. You know what I mean? But I don't know where's that lack of intel. You know what I mean? If you ask me, the music industry runs off lack of information. They want artists 100%. That can create songs and create art and make great music and create, you know, the marketplace that don't know what the hell they're doing but that. And when they get those are the diamonds that they're looking for, opposed to us, that we was nice, we know how to rhyme. And once we get in, we trying to learn more about the business and ownership and owning your masters and why are you taking this percentage of my marketing or my merchandise. And some of these new cats, they won't even tap into none of them things until 10, 15 years too late. And that's a shame that they ain't getting that information. Same way somebody send you to the jeweler to get the bust down such and such, you should be able to get that same type of information, because in the long run, it's going to really hurt a big percentage of them. And for the big wigs that really not care, that's the really screwed up, you know what I mean? That's the part that dudes like us see, that when they start thinking we hating or this and that. But it's really, you know, it's one of them, you're going to learn that the stove is hot when you touch it. And that's basically to the most point. And you also said, like, we got kids. You got an older son. I got my oldest son, he's 22. They want to rap. They want to be in the business. So it's important. It's like an itch that we got to keep scratching because of our kids, besides any of the other stuff that they even might think is bothering us as disgruntled employees. But it's not even that. It's bigger than that. You know,
that's funny you said that. The second I was on my, all right, I'm retired, I ain't got to deal with so much of this music shit. And then my son starts rapping.
I'm gonna get him to come back, y'all. At least I'm gonna get a feature out of him, and it's gonna be one of the biggest joints ever. Go ahead.
My son, that's when I learned that my son like really was into this and really wanted to do this. And I'll be honest, for me, it's been difficult trying to not be the overprotective or jaded dad. I don't even look at it from the aspect of, like you said, like the little niggas thinking that we haters, because you'll get there. You'll get there on your own. Yeah. But for my kid, it's like I be trying to put a blanket over him, but then I got to realize hip hop ain't the same hip hop.
It's different, yeah.
Like, speak to that. Do you have that challenge? I heard Fat Joe talk about him having that challenge with his kid.
Me and my son got a weird relationship with music, like, cause when he was young, I used to give him my laptops, like just with the music. I would leave the music, cause I always get a new one when I did a new project or I was doing something. I would leave our type of music in there and make him listen to it. So he kind of got a little bit of knowledge on the different cloth, of our era.
Got it.
Even though he loves this new, this music of this is his time of music now. So the music he makes, he really don't like me to listen to it, or he ain't that open with me with it yet. Like I hear it on my own, cause I don't know if he's scared. But I don't know if he's scared that I'm not gonna be mad at him, cause that's the music that he wanna make, and it's a new time. Like he don't have to follow them footsteps of, like, I'm Jadakiss' son, I had to do this. You gotta do what you wanna do. And if he would have came out in our era, then you would have to have that blanket and we would have to be like that. But the way the music is now, you can do whatever you wanna do, and you know what I mean? It might work, it might not, but nobody will be mad at you, and you know what I mean? It's just it's different. I really can't figure it out. It's crazy.
Do you try?
I mean,
I try sometimes.
Sometimes I do try, and sometimes I just say, turn that off, put one of them, pull up an Alchemist or pull up something. You know what I mean? I give it a shot, then I gotta go back to
some Justice League or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Gotta go back to that.
I often wonder how them niggas are feeling in hip hop, because like we always hear from the rappers. We always hear from.
Never hear how they feel, because they got a whole bunch of hard drives of only beats that we want.
Yes,
that gotta be crazy.
They gotta go through that transition too.
That's it.
All right, enough of that. Listen, so I've been overly critical of your label. I have, and I'll be honest, I'm intrigued by it a little bit because it's my old label. So for me, as I obsess over the music business, I harken back to my time there, because that's where I learned a lot of my shit. So I can't believe that it still looks like it's in such a disarray from the outside. And I'm talking about, I got signed in 01, 02. So we're talking 17 years later.
It's crazy. For me, I think I do a lot. I think I think too much. I do a lot of extra, excessive thinking, and it sometimes makes me nervous. But you gotta look. I came off an Interscope. I got off an Interscope, which probably was a big mistake. Got off an Interscope at the time. I went over there. It's when Hov was in office, and I signed with Rockefeller, Def Jam, or whatever.
See, that
it felt like good. I did all right numbers. You know what I mean? Everything was right. The budget was cool. But I had a feeling he was going to leave. You know what I mean? I'm asking. He even told me. He didn't. I can't call him a liar, because I don't think he said I'm not leaving, but I don't think he didn't answer me. So, he did the politically. He didn't say I'm staying either. So he did the politically correct thing. And then LA came, I think. I ain't sure, because that seat, I've been the hot seat for a while. They switch up every LA, and then who came after that? Lucian?
I was out of there after
I don't know who came, but Hov, I did good when Hov was there. I did good when LA was there. LA, for me, I don't know, LA never told me no with me. He gave, LA opened the floodgates for Jada. And I go in his office, you know what I mean, with a nice shirt or a nice sweater, sit down, cross my legs, and then they'd tell somebody, make that happen. So.
See, I'm alone in my disdain for L.A. Reid, because all the artists have that story about L.A. Reid.
Gave the bag away. I have nothing bad to say about L.A. He used to tell me, he used to give that money up. And I appreciate it. I got love for L.A.
I'm mad I missed all that. I don't know how.
I wish you was there, because I would have walked you in there.
That would have been nice. Because I was beefing. I didn't know if you got cool I mean.
Yeah, nah. Live was the dude, but it didn't just start switching, you know what I mean? Because I never really I have a relationship with the big wigs, the LAs and them, but I always kept the Steves, the Savs, the Shari B's. You know what I mean? I keep a good, healthy relationship with them, and then, you know, you can get the insides and the outs on your project. Yo, they gonna do this, they ain't gonna do this.
Yes.
This how we should do this. And shit was flowing pretty cool for me. But then when they started becoming the big wig, they started doing more than the people over them and taking them positions and getting hired and spreading out to Atlantic and becoming independent and going with Ross and this and that. Then it came into a disarray for me.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense.
But I still had my partner, rest in peace, I still had Ice Pick, you know what I mean? So he was always the one to go in the buildings first and find out everything. Yo, it's in shambles, or we got this person with us, or this is going on, but such and such in the corner office, they really understand you and your project, and they going. So I had
that's important. The people don't know that in that situation, it's important to find the person in the building that's
rocking with you. Yeah, and then you make something out of that. And then he passed away. He died on me. You know what I mean? So after that, now is where I'm at now. Like,
So now you don't have that buffer between the label and yourself.
Yeah, there's no mediation. There's no real talk. I can't guarantee everything that I'm getting told is the real deal. I mean, and that's no disrespect to none of the people that I'm about to have to talk to. It's just that, you know, my guy to find that out was Pick. And now he's not there, so when I'm gonna go have a good, clean meetings and meet the people and whatnot, but now I just gotta make my own judgment.
Okay. This is where I know I'm gonna get confused. Do you ever feel like at 20 years in, what is there to meet about?
What is there? If you ask me, I have the most craziest faces when I get Friday, such and such and them want to meet you to go over this and that. Like it's back to square one. Like, this is stuff that, I mean, you should have a meeting. They got Paul just came over there, Steve got promoted to whatever, or he got, there's new things going on, so you might want to go see who's signing the checks and get familiar with the things over there. But for the most part, we already know when you hand in the music and we play it and we get a little strategy for it and it goes out and I go on a tour and sell a little merch and repeat the shit over again. I don't know
and that's the cycle.
You know what I mean? Because all of the meetings sometimes spoil the relationship. You know what I mean? Because you're meeting and your industry talking and party talking and saying a bunch of things that you know you're not going to do, and you know what I mean, and you know you're not going to answer next week, or after I pass you this hard drive, you're not even going to answer. So with me and myself and the Locks, we like cut and dry. Like, I think you probably like that at this.
100%.
Let's just say what it is.
100%.
Look each other in the eye, both handle our thing, and then we meet back here when it's time to meet back. But no, I guess you got to play the game. You know what I mean?
But I don't know what the game is.
What the game
today.
is. I don't know what the game is. There's a lot of questions we came up with today. We don't know what the game is. And we don't know where the fuck that money is.
Where's the fucking money, goddammit? That's question number one. Listen, listen, thank God that I'm not in a building, because that would be what I would be screaming. I would be saying, hey, all of that money from shipping and packaging and storage, remember all the fucking stupid CDs, millions and millions and millions, hundreds of millions.
The warehouse, it's no warehouse now. Where's that money?
There's no warehouse, there's no vinyl, there's no artist development, the budgets is bare bones. If it ain't here, where is it?
Facts.
Well, that's the question that's what I obsess over, is where's the money?
You and me both.
Okay,
I don't know what they're spending it on.
When it's time to put an album out, and they come up with whatever number they come up with to say this is what we need to get the album out. What's the process? All right, like what do you do today? I'm going to Breakfast Club. I'm going to Rap Radar. I'm going
in the Sirius Satellite Building.
Yeah, I'm right there at 48,
The
49th
same old
Street,
thing,
somewhere
yeah.
over there. We've been doing this for a little while. And I'm going to put the video, Vimeo?
Yeah,
It's Vimeo.
Vimeo.
And voila.
I don't know what...
Kiss.
I don't know what... you got me... Your guess is as good as mine, because that been the latest thing. That been the latest way it's been going since the last 10, 15, you name it.
Were you pleased with how whatever strategy y'all came up for the Freddie and Jason joint?
Yeah, because that wasn't much. That was like Fab came with the idea and we did it. But another thing, we made more money off the shows. The shows trumped whatever money Def Jam gave us for the... I still get calls from some producers, they didn't get paid from that shit. So it's still fucked up inside the system is still clogged up because maybe they might have just got paid, but at least up to last month, a couple producers was calling saying, I don't know. I'm like, dog, I don't pay producers. Why? Yeah. I don't fucking know.
What the fuck you want me to say? That's what I used to go through when I was at E1.
I don't know why you didn't get paid, but it did good for what we wanted it to do. We wasn't looking for, we didn't think they was going to put it in Lionsgate or...
Y'all made Soul Food is on there, so I'm cool.
Yeah,
y'all tore that up.
That. We had fun making it. I got to be around Fab, spend a lot of money in the malls every goddamn show. And just kick it though. I think it was good for hip hop. I think it was good for New York.
Would you do something like that again? Maybe with a different artist or just a collaborative
I think that's
album?
good. I think those is dope. I think that people need something different from. It don't even got to be two New York artists. It could be anybody. But I think when dope artists collab, it's just good for the culture. You know what I mean? Mike Jack and Paul McCartney, Patti LaBelle and other dude. You know what I mean? Michael McDonald. You know what I mean? And that's all way back then. So sometimes good music is good music. Sometimes there's a chemistry there with some of your artists you got in.
And it take off some of the workload.
Yeah, it makes it's very easier than just doing a regular album or, busting your brain, because it's easy just to go in there and get a verse and
that's
get
what
a verse off, sparring in there like that.
That's what I used to love about the Slaughterhouse sessions, just one verse.
Yeah, them songs you can hear the intense. I was just listening to one of y'all Slaughterhouse songs.
Yeah, good times.
These sessions had to be crazy in there. Every session is like a scene from 8 Mile.
I wish we recorded like all of them.
That would have been ill. I don't know why y'all wasn't doing that. That would have been. Yeah. That would have been one of them That would have been the views on that and the.
Yeah,
shit.
It's true. I always listen. Today I be seeing Puff when he be posting, like Puff be having a bunch of old vids and he'll post. And I'm always thinking like, damn, whoever had the wherewithal to just record everything. Record all the moments, because today is so valuable, that type of content.
Only except with the phones, with shit happening.
No, yeah, not the phone.
You know what I mean? You kick that old lady, everybody's recording it, and nobody's getting a guy off of it.
Yes,
like, what the
yes. Did you see all of that, the bum-ass footage from Spring Break with all of those fights
crazy
and people
fights,
just recording
and everybody just recording it. They gotta do something with it. They gotta be some type of light. Something gotta happen for it. If you somewhere and you just record something and don't help, and not if somebody got a rifle or something, but something that's an old lady getting kicked like that, come on, man.
Yeah.
People around that there help you get at least a light misdemeanor or something.
Well, yeah, and that should be the case, because they changed I found this out the hard way, but they changed, if you take a phone now, that's a grand larceny charge, and grand larceny used to be anything over a certain
$1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah.
But this is when the phone wasn't costing that much, and they still made it a grand larceny charge because the phone is so important with all the information that it holds. So if you steal it, you could really fuck somebody up. Yeah. Fucking all right. So just walk me through. If I'm an artist and I want to I'm on Def Jam and I want to put an album out, and I have it. It's done. Can I pick my date?
I think you could. I think pretty much. I think now you could. It's really like independent. You can go up there and tell them everything you want to do, opposed to when you was there with Kevin Leo and Julie and them.
Really?
You can actually go there and say, hey, this is my album. I want this date. And then they'll give you that one unless somebody major is there, or even if they are, you still might can get it how the climate is. And I want to shoot this and that. Yeah, and that's it. It's not too much of a big deal. Not that much. You know what I mean? It ain't.
And that's all because everything is mostly digital.
Yeah. The only good thing I like about that is you can change something. You know what I mean? I could change a verse or switch it. That's the greatest thing I like with this with all that digital. You can, if you don't hear how a mix sound, you can switch it, you can change it, you can switch the last verse from a song, you can do, all that shit is dope about it, but all other shit is hard. 1,500 streams is a record sale.
Can you explain that? Can you explain that to me?
Listen, I know when, it's always got to be a board, or it always got to be somebody that votes, or it always got to be a room of somebody that when you switch some shit. So when they sat down and came up with this whole digital streaming and all that shit, and somebody said 1,500 streams is one record sale, and the room said if anybody could find me the people in them, if you could get me the people that was in that room address, or the Instagrams, anything that,
just
please, because I can't
have them explain how they came up with that.
Who do we ask? Who the fuck?
Yeah, that's the question.
That's another one. Where's the money?
And who do we ask?
Who do we ask?
This is fucked up. These is real questions.
Dog, 1,500 streams is one record sale? Who the fuck with? I can't, that don't remotely, not 50, not 150, not 500, not 1,500. And what's the scale? What's a stream? What's a download? What's a stream? Where's the fucking curriculum for this shit, though?
Listen, I was calling you here to ask you.
Shit is crazy.
1,500 streams is a sale, and what's a stream? And just how is a stream divvied up? And however it's divvied up, why is the artist paid still on the bottom underneath everybody else? If I'm the one that's providing the value to the infrastructure.
It's crazy, though. That's nuts to me.
Well, what do we have to do? Well, I'm about to ask you, what do we have to do to try to change some of that? But first, we got to figure out who to call.
Yeah, we got to figure out who to call.
Where the money is.
Where's the money?
Because if we don't even know what we're asking for.
That's what's crazy.
It's to your point earlier about how the music business runs off of misinformation or maybe lack of information.
Mm-hmm.
But I would assume that, see, we don't have a union. And I keep talking about this union shit.
I was just talking about this the other day. We need one. And it's probably if it ever gets formed, we won't reap the benefits from it, but our kids will, and their kids will, and down the line it'll be some big day that they celebrated whenever that shit was formed, because it's definitely needed, dog. I'm talking about from the Cold Crush era all the way up to now. They need it. It's a lot of questions, and there's a lot of unanswered questions. There's a lot of money missing. There's a lot of shit that, there's information that's withheld.
Yeah, and we don't have representation. Like, we don't have, it's power in numbers, and we don't have that unified front to maybe go get something done. Listen, I keep saying I don't think it'll be the most difficult thing in the world. No. If you get the right amount of niggas together, and I do feel like this is what Hov was trying to do with Tidal at first, and maybe he just rolled it out wrong because they tried to shit on him for, hey, all you niggas are millionaires. But if you get the right group together, and that's really about it, and they just stop working for 6 months. There's no music happening for 6 months. There's a shutdown. I say it all the time. The teachers do it. The bus drivers do it.
Everybody do it.
All of the unions, they do it. Shit, the NFL and NBA do it. They lock out. Well, hey, y'all, shit is fucked up. No. All the money stops now. And if that happened, I don't think it would take long for the infrastructure to change. It may not change the way we want it to, but it'll be some changes.
You right.
Fam, look at all the money that comes from us and music. If I just do like a little family tree, again, like Rock Nation did that family tree, or Rockefeller, and it said where all the niggas at and all the people, businesses that started. Rihanna's in the makeup world. We in all of the industries. We in makeup, we in fashion, we in Hollywood.
Sports,
we in
everything.
Sports. Russell just did a 20-20-20 game in honor of Nipsey. Like, we're everywhere. If we just stop some shit.
They'll listen. We can get somebody's attention. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I think, anyway. When you coming back?
Soon. Real soon. Actually shooting. I'm shooting a single. I'm shooting my video on Sunday, hopefully, this week. But I might not, because it's been getting pushed back due to the, I ain't know Kid Art charged so much.
You ain't know who?
Kid Art. He did the video for Drake and Meek. Shout out to him and Cardi. Yeah, it hit me back.
That was a great video, though.
Yeah, videos.
That was a great video.
But, videos ain't, where they going now?
Nah, these niggas is trying to bring them back. They trying to make good videos again.
Yeah,
For the
many
last
movies,
year.
joints. But,
yes.
Shout out to them. So we supposed to do that, and then I still got a couple more songs to finish. This project is going to be called Ignatius. You know what I mean? That's my man Ice Pick that passed. That was his real name. So this is like a more feeling, more pain, not too much turn up, none of that, just some music you could appreciate, you know what I mean, aside from when you get off the couch and you get in the car. You know what I mean? It's some off the couch music that you can listen to, not just standing on the couches or, you know what I mean? You might can listen to some of it on the couches too, but it's more from here, from over. You know what I mean? So, and mine's pretty much too, so you know how that.
I was about to ask you, is there ever a thought to try to do more to appeal to a younger audience today?
Nah, we was talking about that off camera. I embrace them. I embrace it. I embrace them, the new artist that is. I embrace the new sound. I'm not mad at no young dude that don't have to sell drugs or don't have to do nothing and can make some money to feed his family and live life how he want, but it's still a line that I won't tamper with. You know what I mean? I show them love as much as I could. I do everything to try to stay out of that hater bubble, that old bubble, that whatever they like to put us in.
Mm-hmm. Because once they tag you with that shit, it's like...
And I just keep the fine line with it. Yeah, I that's it. You know what I mean?
But do they ever, does the label or your team or anybody ever encourage you to
nah,
try
they
to
won't.
do more?
They know they can't. I mean, off a whole project, I might give you one. I might tamper with one and it's still gonna have more of them. Still gonna be leaning more towards my side than.
But I mean, even shit like, yo, why don't you be more active on social media? I mean, even shit like that.
Nah, they can't. I'm pretty much stuck in my ways right now, and I don't care who they hire or who takes the big seat. They pretty much know that. I I keep my ear open and I'm willing to listen and I can take constructive criticism and this and that, but I'm not gonna do nothing that I'm just not gonna do. And that ain't gonna happen.
Talk to me about some of the healthy shit that you, Styles, and Sheik is on, because sometimes I laugh in my head because, again, I came up on you niggas. So the shit y'all was talking about.
Yeah, they got gangster healthy niggas.
The shit y'all was on a clue tape to where we at now. I've been to the juice bar. I made some ill shit up there.
Nah, we still stayed the same, but it happened. I got a shout out to my partner P, Nye and Leo. And it really came from coming off tour and coming back from spot dates, you know what I mean? You be so wilding out on the road, going crazy, just doing everything. We would always stop on 125th and Park at this juice bar. And we'd go in there. And then it just became repetitious. We'd go in there every time we come back in town. Before we go to YL, we'd make the tour bus stop or the Suburban stop at the juice bar, and we juice up, you know what I mean? So it make you feel like you was never on the road. You could go home and have no problems in the household. Everything would be smooth. And then we start getting knowledge. You know, P really started obtaining knowledge about, you know, being healthy. And then he went to a vegetarian first. Then he just was on fish. And then he eventually turned straight plant-based. And he'll always be on me and Luch. It really becomes a habit because if we on the tour bus and he want to go to Whole Foods and Luch want to go to Waffle House and I want to go, you just be like, forget it. I'll just get something from Whole Foods, and then it becomes a lifestyle. So once he opened up the first one on Castle Hill, then he like, yo, you ain't want to get in. You know what I mean? We opened up another one in Yonkers. Then he opened up another one in the Bronx on East Tremont. Then he did the one in Brooklyn with Angela Yee and Envy. So it's just about spreading it. It's really that all our families, you know, our moms or one of our aunts or uncles, somebody always have diabetes or cancer. Yes. And so we just try to educate it. And we always like to put them in the hood where there's a bunch of liquor stores, fast food, Chinese stores, pizza shops, just a bunch of, I wouldn't call it unhealthy stuff, even though we grew up off it, but if we just keep leaving, just the stuff they put in our neighborhoods, we just try to put a juice bar right in the center of where there's a lot of that stuff and just educate our people one at a time, whether it's you coming to the juice bar, buying your own juice and fruits and doing it at home, you know what I mean? So, and then it's all right to be healthy, you know what I mean? Anybody you know that's a so-called gangster, or athlete, or whatever title you want to have in life, you ain't gonna have it that long if you ain't healthy. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, everybody have their vices, whatever you like to eat or whatever you like to drink, or when you get caught cheating or, you know, eating ice cream or pound cakes or whatever it is, you know what I mean? You're only human, but you gotta try to be here, especially if you got kids, little ones, the babies. We gotta be here for the babies more than anything.
Yeah, I gotta say, when I bumped into y'all at whatever spot, hotel we was at in LA, I forgot what
the
award show.
Or the Montrose, that's our spot.
The La Something.
Yeah, the La Something.
Yeah, that was my little low spot. And I pulled up and we think the rappers is
We've been there for years. I love that spot, man. That joint is on the wall.
Yeah, it's in the cut. But I gotta say, I was shocked at how early you niggas was getting up to hit the gym.
Oh yeah, that's another thing, you know. Do a show, you got an after party, you drinking backstage, you drinking while you're on stage, you just smoking, you wilding. I try to maintain like I'm home and wake up, go to the gym, no matter what kind of night I had. If you could go to the gym and get 30, 45, an hour, even longer than that, it'll become repetitious. Like you could have a rock and Rolling Stones night, but you'll still wake up and go to the gym because it's just in you. You know what I mean?
People don't get how, I was talking to somebody about this, maybe on my podcast, just how destructive tour life can be.
Definitely.
Just finding the right time to eat
or
sleep.
Everything. You could lose, being on tour, you could lose track of what city you're in, what time it is, what day it is, when the last time you ate vegetables. with how much water intake you did, how much you could get all the way off track being on tour. Your sleep is all wrong. When you wake up is wrong, and you gotta, you know what I mean. You gotta always try to be. When you first go, that's is unfixable. When your first few tours, that's unfixable because you just happy to be on the road. But after you do it for a while, start doing podcast tours. You learn how to, you know what I mean. You start learning how to porturize and fix things, you know what I mean?
Podcast store, they got fruit and shit.
It's smooth,
in there.
yeah.
Yeah, no. It's a fridge full of water.
Beautiful.
It's sexy, man. It is. What else do I need to ask you about? Let's see. I'd like to see a Kiss independent album one day, though.
That's a good thing, because I think I'm leaning towards that, because, you know, the Locks is signed to Rock Nation.
Okay.
The label. Styles and Luch are independent, and I'm on Def Jam. And we always have a Styles, I'm telling you, he been on the Nipsey wave forever. I'm telling you, don't take the advance. I'm telling you this, that. I'm telling you, Kiss the me.
It's funny.
I don't want to deal with
that's our Slaughterhouse conversation. Well, it's for me anyway.
Yeah.
Is why we can't be independent. Like, let's give it a shot.
He beats us till we blue in the face. Now he finally got Luch with him. Luch is feeling the wave. He got his formula working for him with Hovain and how they doing it. And
so I know they trying to get a Locks album on Empire or something.
Yeah, you know they always come with them. They always come, but I always be like, I don't know, man. I like to do less work. I just want to give the music and then say everything I want to do. I don't want to have to be responsible for. But how the game is now, I think I wouldn't mind being independent. I think that's in the near. I'm independent. Yeah, you independent anyway. Every artist is independent because you got to create the wave that they get behind. So why you need somebody to get behind a wave that you created? If you think about it.
Who has the rights to the Locks documentary?
We actually have one coming up.
Yeah.
It didn't cover. It's a tearjerker actually. When we watched the first rough, everybody was in there like, oh shit. You know what I mean? So it's still room for another kind. I think, because we only covered like the Locks evolution to family men and things of that nature, and you know what I mean. It didn't touch a lot of things that the people know as a lot of the things that happened, and some of that ain't in there. So it's definitely room for a different one, but the one we got coming out is going to be amazing. We've been shooting it for years. Like I think it's gonna come out when the new album come out. And we're in the process of mixing, and we're doing the producer agreements right now for the new Locks album, the real Locks. It is gonna come out, so it's finally gonna come out. It's not gonna be an EP, it's not gonna be one of them. It's gonna be a real full body of work, new Locks project with the documentary.
Okay, I'm a fan of y'all, so I've heard that line before.
No, I'm giving you on my mother, on the kids. This is on the kids. Right now in the studio.
2020?
Yeah, I think, this year, definitely. That's why I'm having problems figuring out when I'm going to drop Kiss. Yeah, see, I'm just going to give a single and let it ride out, because Khaled's about to come and fuck up everything, the whole market share. So
Stop, I want to ask you, if like, today, because you don't know who puts the album out when, versus back in the day when you was aware of who was coming when, so you could figure it out. Which one do you prefer?
I kind of like both, because it's like rolling the dice. Before you had to be it was like a stereotype. If you knew, you come in first quarter. Yes. If you medium, you come in second quarter. If you're a little bit bigger than medium, you come in third quarter. If you feel you're a big wig, you come in fourth quarter.
Yes.
So then it used to, when I got to the thing where I could come fourth quarter anytime I want, I'm like, yeah, nigga, I'm kissed now. I'm driving. Riot about to drive. I'm about to drive. You know what I'm saying? But then now it's like anybody, Beyonce might just drop his shit tomorrow and screw up the whole. But I like the surprise element of it, and you don't have to. I like the non-builder. I like that you don't have to say for weeks my album is coming and this and that. Sometimes I like hitting them with it, but
Khaled's about to fuck shit up.
Khaled's about to fuck up the whole shit whenever
true.
he drops shit. But see, with my smarts, I know if I drop a single that catch a little heat, I can be everywhere he at. Because he needs people to come out to perform. You know what I mean? So I can use that.
Point.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Use that as a form of promo. And then, then come, when this shit dies down a little, then we come. But, you gotta, this whole shit now, you gotta try to outthink the bullshit they gonna sit down at the meeting and tell you. You gotta sit there, absorb that, and then say, but this is, you know what I mean? I hear y'all. It sounds great. We might can take a little bit of that, but this is the way I wanted to do it. This is how we gonna do it. You know what I mean? And pray.
And it'd be a whole lot of
whole lot of praying.
All right, so you got a lot of shit coming.
Yeah.
Oh, so good, goddamn.
You gotta come. I mean, when you get off tour, once we get around to it, I want to sit down and play some of this shit for you. You know what I mean?
That would be great.
I want you to listen to it from your other Joe and from the Budden side. I need you one ear to be Joe and one ear to be Budden.
No, I'm gonna listen. Listen, the problem is when the rapper niggas be hitting me to hear some shit, then come to the studio, be super, super, super late, like past my bedtime.
See, we got too much shit in common, because I get up, go to the gym, go to the studio 9 to 5. If it's anything extra, that's time and a half, and I'm back in the crib. You know, my creative juices work good in the daytime. I don't got that, let's go to the club, let's drink wild bottles, go back to the studio. I can't do that no more at this stage in my life. I go there early. I feel if I go to the studio from 12 noon to about 9 or 10, I can go in there with anybody. You can send anybody in there and I'll be sharp as I can be, but late night is when you catch me off. You know what I mean? I'm watching y'all rappers that try to call me to the studio at 4 in the morning. You know what you're doing. You know what I mean? If you do it at 4 in the afternoon, that's your ass.
No way niggas are not still trying to catch Kiss sleeping on a track.
But it's just, like you said, I'm an early person, so when we listen to the music, we gonna do it early. I don't like my late night years are over. That's how Fab used to. Let's go to the after party. We gonna go to another party. We gonna get on the jet, fly home. We gonna go shopping, go to a pool party. I'm like, how the hell this nigga don't never get tired? What the fuck?
Fab taking some different type of vitamins.
I
get tired watching him move.
He don't get tired, man. I can honestly tell you, he don't get tired.
Do you think you're like largely responsible for rappers putting too much stock in being top 5, dead or alive?
I hate that whole shit. And it ain't me, though. Maybe I put a little more salt into it, but
you pumped it up.
Everybody should think they're the best at what they do, but just with the whole shit with the top 5 and the king, and you know what I mean? T.I., he created that for himself in the South, and that's him. But everybody else, the top in this, the people will tell you if you at the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
That's just some.
And today, how do you even gauge it?
Yeah, how do you gauge the top?
That's the
top
thing.
5 might be, somebody might tell us they're top 5 and nobody in this room might not know one of them. Mm-hmm. And their kids might know all of them. Or their kids' mans might. So it's all over the place. It's abstract right now.
Yeah.
That's what is losing, a little bit of the structure. Because I would love the music that's being made now even more if it was some balance with the other music. You know what I mean? And the other music meaning just something that don't sound like the whole countdown. When we came in, it was you, it was us, it was Talib Kweli, Hove. Nah, it was a whole different, it was, you know what I'm saying? Now they made it one lane and one HOV. They chopped this shit down to 2 lanes, though.
Yeah. You laughing
Or 2.5 lane, it ain't that many, it was a lot of lanes. They condensed that shit crazily.
But do you think it's being purposely done?
Definitely, they can control it now. They can control it. They love when you don't know what you're doing. You come in and get a hot single, they can get next. You know what I mean? When you come in saying something, you got some substance, they can't control it. That's why Cole and Kendrick is so successful. Because they came out with all of this shit, but they veered right until they said, screw it, I'm just gonna make a lane. You know what I mean? And then Cole came back and did their shit, showing them I could do that shit too with my shit. And that he producing Young Thug's album, he executive producing Swiss album. That's good for that's good for the culture when it happens like that, but it shouldn't have to be a breakthrough like that. Balance is good. Level spelled backwards is level. The only word in the world that's spelled the same. You know what I mean? So that's what the game is missing a little. But the big wigs love it because they can control it. Just bring me more microwave.
Fast.
Yeah, they just want that. They don't want it to sit there and simmer, test it with the spoon. Nah, the sauce ain't ready. It need a little more. Right? They don't want that no more.
So where do we go when we want it with a little less cut on it?
I don't know. Now I said, no, where do we go? We coming up.
This nigga's depressing me, man. We laughing at this shit.
I really don't know, cause it seems like every time the plastic gets pushed a little, they push that shit back and bring in some more of that other shit. So.
Do you see the shit with the country music song?
I've been seeing his name, but he's a country.
He's a black.
It's
kid.
a black country artist.
Yeah, he's like so he made a song called what's the name of it? Old Town Road.
I've been seeing that shit all over my timeline.
It's an 808. It's 808s in it. It sounds like some hip hop country shit. And Country said it didn't contain enough country elements
to be called a
country song. So that was that whole conversation there.
See, I gotta go check that out because that's nuts. What made him want to do a country song though? Like, where he from? Down there?
I don't know where he's from. But shit, that's how music evolves.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. That's dope. He could go down to history to be the first.
If they let him.
If they let him. But they ain't gonna let that happen.
Yeah, if they
gonna keep his shit over there.
I'm gonna ask you a question that's gonna seem like a stupid question, but I've been arguing with mad niggas about what's a pop song and what's not. Jennifer Lopez featuring Ja Rule, I'm Real, the remix, the Murder Inc. version. What's my motherfucking name? Oh, yeah. Is that a pop song?
You know why you can't call it a pop song? Because no pop song never said, what's my motherfucking name?
Well, shit, later on, that's what I was saying. Later on, he wrote nigga for her to say. I'm like, what pop song is saying nigga?
You right.
But they telling me because it's popular, that is pop. So my argument was, what determines the art? The destination or the ingredients?
I don't know. I can't answer that one. But I know that's a big motherfucking... That's a very thin line of pop. But it's not too R&B-ish. It's more pop than R&B, I would say.
If Ashanti sung that song, it wouldn't be pop. And if a black person sung
that's what's crazy. It's who sings it.
That's my point.
Whoever sings it determines.
The segregation in music. When we get this union together, these are some of the conversations we're gonna have, because I don't think we can have
conversation about infrastructure and where's the money and who do we
The
talk to.
only thing I hate about the whole shit is rap. Our culture is the only shit that they break down into little pieces like that. They don't do that with country, pop, R&B, none of that. Only our shit is East Coast, West Coast, trap,
Midwest,
pop.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's showing you they putting us against each other already. They don't got East Coast country and down South country and East Coast R&B. They don't do that only with rap. Why is that? That's a crazy. You ever thought about why only they break our shit down and they take the umbrella and then chop it and then keep chopping it? They don't do that with no other genre of music. So we got to be mindful of that.
I wonder
because if we took them barriers off, if our shit was just music, it would go further. But it's too territorial, and then they put that out there, and then we just all ran with it. But they don't do that. Kenny Chesney could work with somebody from, and they don't make it like he worked with him. Nah, they just do a great song and go on tour and make millions, and the world eats it up. But ours is always something special. I mean, they segregate it and chop it up and do that shit like that. So when we get the union, we got to take them barriers off and make our shit broader.
Yeah, because at the end of all these conversations, I ask myself, damn, what can we do about it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what can we do differently? And that's where I'm just stuck.
Yeah.
Well, all right, well, let's end on a brighter note, goddamn. Let's talk about something happy for a second. For that, sustainability in music, though. Because, 20 years in, that's a big thing for me. Like, I look at it and I know what that comes with. Do you think, well, of course the kids don't give a fuck about it.
They don't give a fuck about much.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind. They don't give a fuck. What is Jadakiss doing in his spare time, if there's a such thing as spare time? Movies, Avengers is coming out.
Movies.
Did you see Us?
I'm actually reading the script right now. I'm doing some voiceovers. Doing some voiceover parts. That's what I want to be the transition after I ever stop, you know what I mean, making music.
You might be the reason that I didn't get a couple of my voiceover gigs.
Nah, you got...
This guy's in the voiceover game.
So I'm about to do that along with some more juice bars. You know what I mean, just trying to feed the kids and live life. But I like to play ball on my spare time. I like to watch movies. I like to sports bet.
Did you see a video of Lil Durk hooping?
Yeah, Dirk is nice.
Oh, you've played with him?
Yeah, I played with him in the Bleacher Report game at this past All-Star weekend. We played against each other.
So it's not a fluke. He's like,
nah, Dirk
really
can play. Dirk can shoot. Dirk can play.
Who else could play?
J. Cole could play. Chris Brown could play. Who else? Wale could play.
I think we need to do like
I need
Ice Cube.
celebrity games, but with rappers.
That's
I
what
hate
I'm
when
saying.
they put all of these games I go to got
real
2 rappers
athletes.
and 3 dudes that used to be on the Supersonics, and that makes the game make it all rap, all entertainment.
I want to do a rap Big 3.
That'll be fire.
The same way Ice Cube is doing Big 3.
That'll be fire,
where
dog.
rappers bring their teams 3-on-3.
That'll
That's
be fire.
it. Everybody puts some money in.
That'll be. We got. I want to get in with you.
And I would be a coach. We got a lot. There's a lot of shit we got to talk about.
We can break a lot of bread.
Let's get together. Oh, we got to get together before your music come out.
Yeah,
you got to let me hear.
Yeah. So we once we sit down and play some joints, then we find some other shit.
Yeah, we're gonna get the answers to some of these questions in the meantime.
We're gonna find that money.
You fucking right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jadakiss, Cash App, salute.
Nobody never be able to do this shit like you. Heard up, because I think it's different being an artist.
100%.
So you got an advantage on the other people. 100%. That's why you don't need no paper or nothing. That's right.